crazy faces. Let's get going. Stretch it out. Do it up. Do it right. Exceed the red line. Peg the meter. Munch the squad. Star Trek the Picards. Oi, 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 oi. It was a good day at PT. Um, we've been adding like some stretches to the ends of the routine, which is nice. It's like sometimes it feels like we just push, 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 done. And at the end of the day, like, whoa. Now we have sort of a wind down period, and it lets me like kind of collect my thoughts and be like, I want to ask you questions. Instead of like, we're done. And because I feel like when it's like, we're done, then I start having questions like, but I said we're done. And I don't mean it like nastily. It's just kind of a natural progression of the discussion. I still got a little scratch in my throat. Uh, feels good. Feels good to just massage it. It's funny. You can probably hear the difference in my voice right there. Uh, waiting on a reply if we're going to do Eternal Darkness right now. I assume not. Well, anyway, I'm guessing from context it's iffy due to some earlier conversation and the fact that he hasn't replied yet. Which honestly, I'm pretty worn out. It's a long day. Wednesdays are just a long goddamn day. There was some talk of moving down to once a week for PT, which to me is like a little questionable. I don't know what you get out of a once a week thing unless we do like a huge change up to the home routine where it's like a lot more intensive every day. That would make sense to me then, but as is, I'm like once a week. But there's a couple of little things where it was like, let's put that off for another week or so. Like, okay, but it won't change my questions at the time of like why would we do only once a week kind of thing. Trying to remember to sit up, engage my core, put my shoulders back, all this good stuff. It's all good. It's all good things. I feel differences. I think I need to, uh, like, kind of vacuum the waste, as they called it, in the old Franco Columbu book that I owned growing up. That had a lot of things that are true. It's just it was old. It's like a book written in the 1960s. So there's like a tendency to look at it and be like, that thing's old. It's 60 years old or whatever. And like, well, yeah, but a lot of the basics are there, like doing the form right, being important and stuff. Like really basic shit. Do the exercise right, and you get benefit from the exercise. Oops, almost started it while the alarm was still going. Um, Not too much going on. We got to see if we get some more Eternal Darkness going. Still working on collecting. So, not too much home game going on. Kind of wish I had a capture card. I could capture Switch footage. I was looking at one was on sale, and I have some cards um, to Best Buy, and on sale at Best Buy. I have some cards for Best Buy. It would be nice. That'd be a good, cheaper way to get it. But I don't know. I haven't pulled the trigger on it. I would want one that's like more future proof than cheap. So, yeah, but it's that time of year for spending money. But yeah, if I did, that'd be cool. I could capture a lot different things. Wouldn't have to just be like computer captures. Mostly working on stability for the core at PT. The stability for the arm involves some of the core. Even goes as far as the lower back. It's not stability for the arm, it's stability on the shoulders so the arm is properly supported when I do exercises. But it's just Wednesdays are a long day. The nephews are maniacs. They come like a whirlwind and go. They're good kids, but they need to listen. They get so excited. It's like when other people are talking, when the adults are talking, you need to listen. Had Guinness for dinner because it was Happy Days. Happy Days? It was Happy Days. St. Patrick's Day. And the brother-in-law brought Guinness to have with dinner, and I'd never had one before. And it might be the best beer I ever drank, or the least bad tasting beer I ever drank. It really blew me away. We do this with 10 pounds at the place and at PT, and it makes a pretty big difference where we do it. If we do it was one of the first exercises, I'm not nearly as tired, and it goes well. But if we do it towards the end of it, it's like, pushing. Hey, big guy, you gonna come be on the video? Mm-hmm. You thinking about it? I don't think he likes this weight. You can see his ear. There he is. Tomorrow's burrito night, so we're gonna do that up. Traditional burrito night. I walk past like a place called like La Cantina every day, and I'm like, damn it, it just makes me think of like Thursday. Here we go. They have chips and salsa for $5 and chips and guacamole for $12. What? I think the guy said, I can give you a side of salsa with the guacamole, and I was like, no, thank you. I don't want either one. 18, 19, 20. It's interesting. They have these. I guess you end up doing more. So the starter versions of the exercises, they have me do 3 sets of 10. And then the step up is 2 sets of 20. 9, 10. And yeah, a lot of little things like get your shoulder back and focus on the bicep more, and things that where I'm like, oh, we haven't really been paying attention to the positioning there, and then I really feel it in the bicep, and I'm like, oh, that's good to know, and then they get slightly defensive of like, well, it really didn't matter, and I'm like, no, like it's never gonna be like, you motherfuckers. You gotta time it and run through. What a cat. Yes, he was watching my arm swing. But yeah, we're on pace here for a very short video if we keep this up. So yeah, I don't know. We'll do Eternal Darkness. If not, we'll probably pick it up on Saturday. I might do a little bit of checking out some games to play tonight, because I was hoping we do Eternal Darkness, because when I do, I get a chance to put in some time on the PS4 controller that Craig got me, and see how that affects the web of muscles in my arm. And it sometimes makes the forearm ache. Yeah, and that's one of the things we're looking at. We're looking at the forearm, we're looking at the bicep, and we're looking at the shoulder stability. The scapular dyskinesis looks a lot better. It's only been 3 weeks, but it does like a lot of progress. We probably just caught it before it got into like some gnarly state. It helps a lot being able to like press garage door button and stuff. It's such an easy task, but it's the only like point of reference we have. $17, $18, $19, $20. What if these videos were just me counting the numbers? Yeah, there's a tendency to put that shoulder forward, which is a little bit of that bird wing hunch. 8, 9, 10. But if I get the shoulder back, I feel a much better focus on the bicep. And that's a good one. That's one I should just put in the like description of this video. Get your shoulder back and it'll focus on the bicep more. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Easy. Last one. I'd like to push the videos, maybe in them around 100, just for around fun times. Uh, that might occur kind of naturally. There could always be some check-in bonus episodes. It's not a big deal, but my tendency has been to record these later in the night, and as it becomes later and things become more normal, I just don't do it until I'm like, oh, I have to do this before I go to bed and shit. Like, no good. So, but the walking's doing good. It's 6 to 7 miles a day. Really good stuff. I'm amazed how much I'm adapting to it. So, works really well. Maybe we'll talk about that more next time. Let's just call it now, so people don't gotta listen to. I got nothing to say. It's hard to fill. So we'll see you tomorrow.